Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's me, Christopher. There's a viral video going around, and I know, like, everybody has been talking about it. I posted it on Facebook because, let's see if I can even find where I posted it. Oh, here it is. I'm gonna block out my name. If I can figure out how to do that. Hold on. Okay. I'm not going to show you the bottom because that's got my name on it. I hope I'm not showing nobody's name. Okay. It's about a guy named Jonah Maury, and it's a video about bullying. And okay, hopefully I didn't show you what my last name was, but anyway, I watched it and it was just so sad. I mean, if you haven't seen it, I'll put the link to it in the, what can I call it? I guess I'll steal this from, who says this? I can't remember who says it. The doobly-doo. I think that's Ray William Johnson. I don't know. It may be. Yeah, doobly-doo. But it was a really powerful video, and it made me tear up, you know, watching it. And, oh, sorry, I'm checking the time. Make sure I'm not too long. Okay, remind me later. Anyway, it was just so powerful. And then, all of a sudden, I find a video saying that it's been faked. And I went and watched that video, which is this one. Okay, I've got the sound muted. But it doesn't look like the guy from that video. Anyway, it looks like a total different person. The hair color doesn't look right, you know. But it was still a powerful video. But I can't decide if it was faked or not. You know, this guy here, I mean, it clearly says in the description that this was, I am not Jonah. I simply re-uploaded this after he deleted it off of his own channel. Okay, anyway, it just, I don't know, it blows my mind. I mean, I was bullied all through high school. 8th, 9th, 10th, and 12th grade. I skipped the 11th grade. I can talk about this now because it's been 11 years since it happened. You know, I would go to school in the morning and I would be called a faggot. Okay, I'm going to warn you, I'm going to use some pretty strong words. Faggot, queer, homo, fudge packer, just everything. I can't think of all of them that they called me. Fat fuck, yeah, I mean, sorry for the language, but, you know, that's what they called me. And it started when we moved to Mississippi in the 8th grade. that like the first day of registration, somebody yelled out, "Move back to Texas, you ain't welcome here." And that upset me, because it was my first time at this high school, and somebody's already yelling, for you to go back to where you're from. I mean, I'm not from Texas. I live here, but I'm not from there. Anyway, I was taunted all through high school. Every time I'd walk in the front door, not the front door, the side door, there were some older kids that were maybe in the 10th, 11th grade. I was in the 8th. And they would take a textbook and whack me on the butt with it as hard as they could. And then they would whistle at me and say, you're cute, and you're such a homo fag, and, laugh at me and point at me. And I would wind up, crying in the bathroom because it hurt my feelings. Okay, this is like way before I knew I was gay. This is beforehand. But in 2000, I was in the 9th grade. Now, I'm going to warn you, this is probably going to be a little graphic. The words will be. And this still haunts me to this day. I was walking to the, we were on the baseball field way out on the other side of the school. This ain't a big school. It only has like 900 and something students in it. And the band director, because I was in band, we were doing our summer training, told me to go back to the band hall, grab the loud, what do you call it, the megaphone, grab the yard markers, and that was all he needed. So, I went back to I cut across the football field, I went up the stairs between the bleachers, went by the back door, then you walk around the technology building, walk past the science wing, and then there's the band hall at the very end, and then there's a parking lot in the ag building. The ag building was like way out here, and then there was a parking lot in between the band hall. So I went, unlocked the door, there was nobody there. School, I want to say, hadn't started yet, because it was like in July. And I went and grabbed everything that he said, came out of the band hall, locked the door. I pulled the knob twice to make sure it was locked. Then I started walking down that covered breezeway back to the, to go back around the technology building, to go back down those steps, cut across the football field. Well, I got around the technology building and turned to go towards, because the football field was down here and I was up here. Well, about that time, I won't say the guy's real name. He's on Facebook. I'm not friends with him. I want to say he was in 11th, maybe 10th grade. I was in 9th. No, he was in probably the 11th, because he graduated in 01 and I graduated in 02, I believe. Or maybe he graduated in 2000. Anyway, I don't want to say his name. This person walked up to me and he grabbed my two arms and he shoved me up against the brick wall, and he said to me that, "I'm going to warn you, here it comes, just a little warning." he took my hands and pinned them up like this. You probably can't see my hand, but he had me almost in a... My hands were straight up above my head. I had the bullhorns, what you call it, in one hand, and I had the markers in another hand. And he took me, because I was a little short kid, back then, and pushed me up against the wall. Then he said to me, "I'm gonna rape you, and I'm gonna F your a-hole, and your faggot ass is gonna like it." And then he started rubbing his crotch on my crotch. Of course, he had a cup on, because you could tell, you could feel it when he was rubbing up against me, and he kind of rubbed 3 or 4 times, and I was saying, let go, leave me alone, his name. And he's like, "You're gonna like it." And then he started rubbing harder, with his groin, and I was like, "Let me go," his name. And then I reached over with my left thumb, and I hit the siren button on the megaphone, which made a really loud noise. It was like, and he let go of me, and I turned off the siren, and he's like, I start to sprint down the stairs to the football field, and he's like, "I'm gonna catch you, and I'm gonna really F you up." And I went back to the football field, and I didn't think about it the whole night. I went home, and I ate dinner, because because I can remember him saying, I'm gonna F you, and you're gonna like it," and he was walking down the stairs to the football field, and then I took off down that way, and he was gone. He had already went back into the clubhouse, the whatever you want to call it, the clubhouse or whatever. And I went home and ate dinner. I went to my room and I cried all night long. And I wouldn't tell my mother nothing that was going on, or my aunt. And I just ate all night long. That was my comfort during high school, was to just... The mental abuse that I went through at school, that was my comfort, was to go home and eat. And I was pushing 250 pounds at 16 years old. Anyway, the next morning I got up, bawling my eyes out, saying, "Please don't make me go back, please don't make me go back." And mother asked me, my aunt was sitting at the table that lived right in front of us, and she's like, "What's wrong?" And I told her what that person did to me, and the exact words, what I just told you. And she's like, "Well, let's go to the school, and instead of catching the bus, let me take you, and we'll talk to the principal." And I was like, no. I don't want this to be all over the news. I don't want this to be, a big scandal. I'll deal with it on my own. So I caught the bus at 7:15. I went to school. I got off the bus, and I walked straight into the principal's office, and I told him what that person did to me, that he inappropriately touched me, you know, well, he got on the intercom and said, would blah blah blah, the person's name, please come to the office. Okay, well, he comes in and he's like, yeah, Coach Scott, you know, what's up? And he's like, well, Chris told me, because at the time everybody called me Chris, and I hate it now. Please don't call me that. Anyway, he's like, well, he said that you pinned him up against the wall and said you were going to do things to him, and, you know, you were going to do things to him, and he really, I don't remember if he said, yeah, I did it, or, God, this is 15 minutes. I don't remember if he said, yeah, I did it. I think he said no. But I think he said yes. I can't remember. I think, because I remember the guy was sitting there quiet. He didn't say anything. He just listened. And in the end, after I told my side and he told his side, all he got told was to stay away from me. And that's what happened, you know. He got told to stay away from me. And I'm still bothered by this, you know, 11 years later, fixing to be 12 years later. I just, for some reason, haven't let go of it. Because he got away with scot-free, and I'm the one that's stuck with the memory of him pinning me to the wall and doing all that stuff to me that I don't want to repeat. But, you know, I guess I need to bring this up in therapy and send this video to my psychologist. Let her hear this, what happened to me. I'm not asking for sympathy. I'm just telling you my side of how I got bullied. You know, the name calling was every day. You know, the faggot, fudge packer, queer bait. You know, that was every day until I graduated, the day of graduation. And I barely made it out of that school. And next year is our 10-year reunion in 2012, because it's been 10 years since, because I graduated in 2002. But anyway, I don't know if I want to go. Honestly, I don't want to know. I don't know. I'm hoping they'll forget about me and not send me, you know, not find me here in Texas and, you know, send me a invitation, because I won't see the guy there because he graduated before I did. So, just to walk the halls again at that school and hearing your head, hey fag, and, you know, slaps on the butt, and, you know, the taunting and the torture, you know, I don't know. I may do another video on this tomorrow. 19 minutes is long enough. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Bye.